This is the Arizona 5-Minute News.
Good evening, I'm Carns. Topping our 5-minute news tonight, the ordeal is over and a family gives thanks. 5-year-old Zachary Alexander left a Prescott hospital today where he was treated for hypothermia. Zachary had been missing for nearly 2 days when searchers found him just a half-mile from his home.
God and the angels were leading him right to the front door. He just ran out of steam, and he would have probably gotten back up and went after it again. I just don't know it, but I know one thing, it's a gift from God.
Doctors say Zachary is in remarkably good health considering all that he has been through. A fatal construction accident in Laughlin. A crane fell off the top of a high-rise casino, crushing 3 people on the ground. It seems the crane toppled off the building while workers were trying to take it down. An 18-year-old is shot to death today. Police suspect it may have been an execution. The victim was shot in the head. His identity has not been released yet. By tomorrow, a convicted child molester from Mesa may be released early from prison, and that's because a judge ruled his 12-year sentence was too harsh. Richard Lamberton was convicted in 1986 of molesting one of his 8th grade students. Lamberton was Mesa's 1985 Teacher of the Year. He claims he was in love with the 14-year-old. The student, Kelly Gregan, ran away with Lamberton. She's now 22, and she claims she's afraid of him. Her family wants to keep him behind bars.
To methodically and purposely misuse his trust on one of his students is a terrible crime, not only against my daughter, but it's a terrible crime against society as far as I'm concerned. And we have to deal with those people very harshly.
Lamberton is scheduled to be resentenced in Pinell County tomorrow morning. Now, you won't believe what one friendly neighborhood ice cream man is selling. Several kids in Southeast Phoenix bought lighters with a marijuana leaf on it and the phrase, "Nature's way of staying high."
An ice cream man should have at least some kind of morals to not sell these to little kids who have no idea that they're dangerous or I mean, what is he going to do with a cigarette lighter? He's not going to light a candle.
Mary Overman found out there's nothing illegal about selling these kind of things to kids, but from now on she will accompany her son when he wants to buy something from the ice cream man. State and local governments do not have to conduct their business in English only. The State Appeals Court ruled today the English only initiative is unconstitutional. You may remember back in 1988, voters passed a proposition that made English the official language right here in our state of Arizona. The weather was pretty nice out there today. Let's see if it's going to last. Let's check in with Stu Tracy.
Well, it's currently 57 degrees. High in Phoenix today was 65, low this morning 50 degrees, and around the nation, some of today's high temperatures. And we had record heat throughout the southeast, all the way from Norfolk, Virginia, back to McAllen, Texas. Wintry weather in the northeast, though, as well as in the Rockies, moving into the plains. A winter storm watch is out for more wintry weather in the northwest tomorrow. Here in the southwest, generally clear skies around Arizona tonight, except for some clouds in the north, and we can expect patchy, dense fog in the north and east tonight. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny, but as high pressure builds into the southwest over the Great Basin, we can expect some gusty winds, especially in the Colorado River Valley tomorrow. Here's some of today's high temperatures around the state. Coldest this morning, Springerville, and the warmest this afternoon was Casa Grande. For Phoenix and the Valley for tonight, mostly clear, a little colder, 44 at the airport, mid-30s in the coolest areas. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and a little warmer with a high around 68 degrees. And on the 5-cast by Friday, not much change, little high cloudiness increase over the weekend, but generally about the same. Karen?
Yeah, it looks like about 1 degree within the same. Postseason awards for football coming out. Bill Bear has the good news.
Karen, the Freedom Bowl, that's where the University of Arizona football team is heading, but defensive lineman Teddy Bruschi is headed to an awards banquet. Those awards you mentioned, he is one of this year's AP All-Americans. It's back to work for the Suns tomorrow night. They'll take on the New Jersey Nets. Tonight in L.A., the Clippers are hosting Milwaukee. L.A. is leading at the half. That means they're 24 minutes away from their first win in 17 games. The hockey season could be history. Talks have broken down, no more are planned, and both sides are saying there's no room for movement. There could be a break in the baseball strike. The players have put together a new offer. The owners will get it next week, but what happens then is anybody's guess.
It becomes a question of what do they consider a compromise and what do we consider a compromise. I mean, they told us for the last week or whatever with that taxation plan that they made that was a major compromise from the salary cap. We didn't quite view it that way.
We shall see what happens. Karen, that's it in sports. See you tomorrow.
Thanks a lot, Bill. We'll see you later. That's it for this edition of the Arizona 5-Minute News. Thanks a lot for joining us. Stay tuned for MASH, followed by David Letterman with his guests tonight, Chevy Chase and Doc Severinsen. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.